Alright, what's up guys? So, Midwest Safety has uploaded a video titled When He Realized Everything Was on Video. And that's the thing where it's like, that's something that it should be in mind prior before you do something that's like, oh man, I hope it ain't caught on video. Like, if you gotta think along those lines, then yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, don't do it. Alright, so, but anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get to this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Midwest Safety for more videos like this. And with that being said,
in the morning on May 6th, 2022, officers in Rock County, Wisconsin were alerted about a hit-and-run incident. Police reports indicate that a white pickup truck collided into a Volkswagen Golf, pushing them off of the road.
yeah, you can see where their door is all messed up. I didn't know whether that car was just parked there or what, but I was like, yeah, you can see that they got hit.
Images from the victim vehicle shows the damage caused, resulting in an estimated $9,000 repair that was determined to be a totaled vehicle, according to statements made by the victims on social media. After collecting statements from the crash victims, officers inquired nearby businesses about security footage that may have captured the incident. They were in luck. One business provided two angles that were able to capture the scene. Using Google Earth and visual references from the security camera, we were able to estimate their speed over the course of this 15-second interaction. At the beginning of their visual, both vehicles appear to be so close together it is difficult to tell that there's two of them.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see it, yeah. Because it'd be people trying to like get over on the other lane, and it's like, bruh, get either behind me or drive faster. Oh. Dang. Whoa.
According to the police report, the occupants of the Volkswagen said they attempted to pass the truck in a passing area, but the truck continued to match their speed and refused to let them in, causing them to go into the oncoming lane of traffic.
Yeah, and it's like my advice to people, if somebody's doing that, slow down, get behind them, and then, when you do have a chance, then, I guess pass them up and things, but yeah, it's a dangerous game doing crap like that, because I'm like, the thing is this, you could easily be in these people's shoes of the Volkswagen, where it's like, now you out of a car, so, yeah, it's just one of those things, it's like, you gotta sit down and think about it, pass that person up and have that 50-50 chance on, them, yeah, like, doing some stuff that this guy in the truck did, or, just waiting a little bit longer and things, but you shouldn't have to, like, yeah, the truck driver, it's like, he should have let them pass, but you know how there's just some people on the road where it's like they're not thinking and stuff. So yeah, it's like it's just my thing is this: play it safe when you out on the road. All right, so
the truck continued until eventually making contact and causing the accident before fleeing the scene. Notably, the police report states that the Volkswagen narrowly missed this tree on the opposite side of this building at what we estimate to be around 55 miles an hour, possibly evading death. In our review, the statement made by the victim vehicle is mostly true, as the speeds and positions of both vehicles support their claim. However, based on satellite imagery, they were not in a passing zone at the time, having just passed that area before the incident. These merging lanes prior to what is captured on video may have been the initial point of frustration between the drivers, as is noted by commenters on Facebook. Having obtained visual of the truck, the police department shared this post asking the public for help in finding the culprit. The Facebook post proved successful, as the report notes two individuals, one anonymous source and one apparent acquaintance of the truck driver, reached out to police. The acquaintance even called the driver out directly in the Facebook post themselves.
Oh, wow.
The anonymous source shared that they knew the truck driver, Jason Erdman, and his truck through Jason's...
Nah, the person that did that, they don't like Jason. They do not like him. That's crazy. For you to tag them in the post, that's somebody I'm like, has to be like a former friend, former employer of Jason, and then Jason, one day looked at them and say, yeah, you're fired, gave them no explanation. Yeah, that's crazy. That is some wild stuff to be all like, oh, hey buddy, is this your truck that's being posted by the local news, or not news but police station? Like,
moving businesses. The source shared
crazy
images of the truck's license plate, and when the investigators looked it up, they found it was reported stolen. The source also shared that Jason told them, quote, "I don't think I hit him. Maybe I did. did, before indicating that he was going to leave town for a couple weeks. Investigators then visited Jason's address, a business he's associated with, and the address of Jason's family members, who could not provide Jason's location. The report indicates that Jason himself called dispatch operators and questioned them on why law enforcement was trying to contact him. During those calls, Jason refused to share his location. It was the following day that Jason's acquaintance reached out to police to provide more information, claiming Jason drives in an extremely aggressive manner, cutting off people frequently. Apparent strangers from Facebook recognized the same truck in the area as well, which is allegedly notorious for driving erratically. When the acquaintance went to tag Jason in the department's Facebook post, he noted that Jason changed his last name on Facebook and wasn't sure why. Officers called Jason's number on that day as well.
Jason, this is Deputy DeBoer. I'm with the Rock County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to speak with you regarding an incident that happened yesterday and talk about it a little bit further. Where are you right now?
Talk about what?
So we had...
I know you guys have been harassing my family about it.
Okay.
I was calling you guys last night. I never got a call back.
There was a hit and run yesterday, and we had a couple people call in and say that you may be the individual that was involved.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't in an accident yesterday or anything like that. I came home, did alignment on my truck. My truck's literally sitting in front of me.
Where are you at now?
I'm way up north by Nakusa.
When are you going to be back in town?
Probably Monday.
Are you okay if I set up a time to meet with you on Monday when you get back?
Yeah, y'all can come take a look at the truck, but if you guys want to imply that I was in an accident, then you're going to be speaking to my attorney. There's no damage to the truck other than what my guys have done to the truck. I run a moving company.
The thing is this. It's like, I know if I'm not involved in no crime, then I got nothing to worry about. So I guess, like, if I'm in a situation like this, and they're saying, oh, you hit this person's car and drove off and things, I'm like, I will show you that. Matter of fact, I'm like, you let me know where you're at. I will show you that my car ain't got no damage. I ain't did no recent purchases. I ain't had nobody do no recent purchases for me. So if whatever investigation that you guys need to do, let's go ahead and get through with it. Because I'm like, I know I ain't got nothing to hide. I know I don't have to hide. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, I would, even if it's well, he got like a flip phone. So I was about to say, not trying to disrespect his phone, but I'm like, I guess if let's say if the cop had an iPhone or something, where I'm all like, or even if I could just take pictures real quick and show him, I'm like, okay, here's the front of my truck, no damage to it. You know, it's like, here's the side, whole 360 view of my truck, no damage to it whatsoever.
Where are you in Nakusa then?
Okay, what are you looking for from me here?
To either put this thing to rest that you weren't the one that was involved, or to verify, I would like to send a deputy from the agency up there to just go take photos of your truck and document any damage that there may be to it. Based on the accident and the video footage that I have, I know where the damage is going to be. If it's not you, then that's part of the investigation, and I was told yesterday that you were not giving your location out. That's why I'm contacting your family.
That's kind of ironic when nobody called me.
Well, they said that when dispatch talked to you, you wouldn't give your location out. But we're still doing an investigation, so we...
And that's fine.
Okay, so where are you at right now?
I'm up north right now, and on Monday, after I contact my attorney, then you guys can come
What's your attorney gonna do?
I understand what you're trying to do. I was not in no accident. I'm not going to have you guys try and paint me into a corner here. I understand you got to do what you got to do, but...
So that's the part that I'm not totally understanding is I have a photo of the vehicle that I'm looking for, and
right.
if it's not... If it...
It looks just like my truck. However, my truck has chrome rims. Those rims on that picture are black. I see plenty of people driving trucks that are white dudes. I understand what you're trying to do. I did see the picture.
I'm doing an investigation with the leads that I have. So I mean.
Right, and I get it. I understand that, but I also understand my rights.
And that is your right, sir. So I will talk to you on Monday.
2 days later, Jason agreed to let officers observe his truck at his address.
Hi, Jason. I'm Deputy DeBoer, Rock County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Adams. Here to talk to you. Just take pictures of the truck, take a look at things. So
there you go.
Yeah.
I was camping all weekend. Take your pictures.
Takes pictures. You're not answering any questions?
I'm talking to my attorney about that one.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you just so I can verify?
Yep. No, I was camping all weekend. Really, my only frustration just comes from the fact that you guys harassed my family for 2 days straight before contacting me. But truck's right there, so take pictures. Do what you guys do.
That's the thing where I'm just, I guess, like, with me, if I'm involved or if they think that I'm the one that's involved, I'm like, bruh, it's not me. I'm like, and I'm telling you guys the God honest truth. I'm like, it ain't me. So I'll be like, yeah, you know, do what you got to do. If you guys need my help, I'm like, yeah, sure. But I mean, I'm like, I'm not going to go down for somebody else's crime. But overall, though, I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where I guess, like, with me, I'm not going to have an attitude with the cops. It's like, especially if there ain't no reason to have an attitude with the cops. It's like, you out here catching the attitude with them. I'm like, that's why they're cornering you. Because it's like, you're out here giving this strange behavior. And it's like, bro, for what? I'm just saying, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, if you did the crime, it's like, the thing is this, while you think that they're trying to corner you, they've already have cornered you, all right? So, like, once you came in contact with a cop about some crime that you know you committed, there's no point of lying, running, or trying to have somebody come up with an alibi and all this other stuff. It's like, bro, you've been caught, so you might as well give up. But if you ain't did nothing, you ain't got nothing to worry about, so
we go through leads that we get.
Oh, I saw the Facebook page.
Yeah, and we eliminate them, and we don't.
Facebook.
I mean, we follow leads, and if they're not legitimate,
that's
then
fine. I don't have a problem with that. I know you guys got to do what you got to do. We're on the same boat, but
that's why we're here.
I was harassed. Well, not me. My family was harassed for 2 days.
Well, we got to try to. We got to branch out.
And nobody called me.
Because if I just call you and talk,
sister in Connecticut.
I have somebody who just answered the phone. Go ahead.
Who's that car registered to? It's registered to your sister in Connecticut and you, and it's expired in 2020. I ran it when I drove by. So if you want to argue that issue,
I'm not arguing.
I found a name on this vehicle, and I tried to contact it. That's all there was to it.
Well, I'm just confused.
It'd be funny if he started pointing and he was like, look, there go a white truck right there. I'm like, fam, I might not be no truck expert, but I can look at that truck, and I can see your truck, and I can see that truck in that video that we watched. That truck ain't matching with that truck in that video. So.
Why nobody tried calling me?
We were trying to attempt to contact you, and then seeing contacting family might have a good phone number for you, or find out where you're at, or hey, where can we meet with you? And that's not harassment. It's attempting to make contact to you.
I'm just kind of caught off guard because the fact that my sister gave me all of my information, all of it, and I still didn't get a call.
Okay.
I called Rock County after y'all called me.
When was that?
I called Rock County on Friday. Was it Friday night after my sister called?
It might have been Friday night. I wasn't working.
I think you'd said that. Oh, I'm up north. And then you told the deputy when they asked, well, where can we meet you? We'll send somebody out there to take photos of your vehicle. You told whoever it was you talked to that you're not going to tell them where you're at.
That's actually false.
Okay, then where are you at?
Camping.
Where?
And my physical address was right here, and I said.
Then where were you camping?
So
at?
they asked me for my address or my parents' address. I gave that to them.
Right. Okay. So where are you camping at?
Multiple places, Nakusa.
Okay, where at?
Nakusa.
Right.
Where
at?
exactly?
You don't need an address.
When did you head up there?
I guarantee you, I promise you, it's probably to put those chrome rims on. Cause he did say that the truck in the video did have black rims, or it just didn't have no hubcaps or rims at all and things. But yeah, that's probably what he was doing, was just getting the rims replaced and then hiding out for a little bit, then coming back up to town and stuff. But it's like, yeah, fam, you wasn't camping. Come on.
Friday afternoon.
What time Friday?
Any more questions? I'll go through my attorney.
That's rather odd.
That's fine. Truck's right here.
Right. I assume you already talked to your attorney, right?
And he said it was okay for you guys to take pictures.
I'm pretty sure he also explained that contacting your family is not harassment.
Yeah,
you can take pictures of the truck.
And Jason, I also I have former employees of yours calling me, telling me that you drive aggressively. So I'm following a lead.
What did I tell you? Former employee. No, that's the thing, all right? Let it be somebody that you did not get along with at your job. And if my thing is this, all right? Yeah, let's say there was somebody that I didn't get along with at my old job or whatever, and a cop had approached me and was all like, hey, so we're aware that you used to work with such and such. Have you displayed or seen any behavior? I'm like, look, I don't want to be a snitch, okay? But they did it. Alright, so yeah, man, it's just one of those things. I imagine anybody that had issues with me at my old job, they would do the same exact thing to me too. But yeah, it's like it's just one of those things where I just know that he just has that way about himself, or just that vibe where he didn't get along with his former employees, and I'm like, that's why they rat you out, bruh.
Whether it's you or not, I gotta look at it further.
Out
and if you can give me where you traveled, I can eliminate you as a suspect. But that's what I'm saying. I have a vehicle that looks a lot like yours.
Right. I understand that. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Because, after you guys said that, you can go on Facebook. You guys' page shows everything.
No, I know. And, some people contacted us and said it could be this guy, and we follow the lead.
It'd been funny if they had, like, I don't even know if there's, like, a possible way of, like, detecting that, but it's like, let's say if there was a way for, like, a mechanic or somebody to detect, like, like, feel against alongside the truck, or, like, look and be, matching that stuff together. Because I'm pretty sure there is a way, if you zoom in, and if you, like, look real closely, I'm pretty sure there is a way to see if a part has been, like, replaced or something on the truck and things. So it's like, yeah, it's like they look at, like, the, because I don't know if I can't tell whether the person or if they hit the door or not, but just be able to see, because I imagine you'll be able to see when, like, a part of a car has been replaced. And it's like, yeah, this part is a lot newer looking compared to the door or the hood or something. I imagine it's like the car is going to have the same amount of, like, scratches, scuff marks, and all that stuff all around the car. This part ain't going to look all smooth and polished out and things, and then dang it, I messed up. But then and then the rest of it is like all like it just looks different and stuff. But anyways, hold on, where was I at in the video? No, I don't think that was it.
Corner came from the
former employees of yours called it further. But that's what I'm saying.
Because after you guys said that, you can go on Facebook. You guys' page shows everything.
So I ain't touching nothing else. I'm like, I'm
no, I know.
down.
And some people contacted us and said it could be this guy, and we follow the lead. Right. And if it's not, it's not. And if it is, it is.
I don't have a problem you guys doing that. Like you can take pictures of the truck, but it was the lack of communication on you guys' part trying to.
They tried calling you.
You can laugh all you want.
No, lack of communication on our part trying to call you.
Here, but. Taking pictures.
And then it's like, then when they did try calling you, you said it was harassment.
That
your family.
Corner came from the cab corner of the trailer last year in Washington. Hey, if you guys know anybody that's looking for a car, parking it out.
This one in the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, motor's blowing on it.
He does have some damage down here. Are you denying that you were involved in this hit and run that you saw on Facebook?
Go through my attorney.
You can't say no?
I know.
I've been very clear about my stance on this.
The far majority of the public doesn't take a stance like that. That's all.
That's fine, but I know what you're fishing for, and I understand my truck looks similar to the one you guys posted on your Facebook page.
Like Deputy Debo said, we'll do an investigation, and then.
In an accident.
No, I asked you. I just asked you.
I ain't trying to have no cop on no bike coming up to me and stuff talking about you was involved in that accident. And it's like at that point you just got. If it's like Debo from Friday, I'm like, yeah, bro, nah. I'm like, yeah, you go ahead. You get all the information you need to get out of me.
If you're going to deny that you were in it.
I was not in any accidents, if that answers your question. Anything other than that, you will be talking to my attorney.
I don't know if you wanted to see about a photo of the plate of this, and I don't know, maybe call some campgrounds up there in the Goose or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, well, just get the plate of the camper, and maybe I'll have that on record for the campgrounds or something like that. I can come back and ask.
It's all right. I'm not gonna push it any further today.
Thanks, Jason. You have any questions for us? Okay, thank you.
Officers continued to investigate security and traffic footage to uncover Jason's whereabouts. They discovered Jason's truck traveling in areas that could put him at the scene of the crash. Most importantly, officers were able to obtain license plate information from certain images to confirm it was the same truck. However, those images also showed that Jason had at some point changed out identifying parts of his vehicle, notably changing his gold bumper into a chrome one, where most of the damage from the crash would have been sustained. This information gave officers enough probable cause for a search warrant. Nearly a week after the crash, officers returned back to Jason's address to follow through with the warrant.
Let's roll up on it.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's like most people would do some stuff like that. They are going to be all like, oh, change parts up of the car, and it's like after they damaged it. So it's like you went through all of that.
I'm going to have you come back down to the car here with me, okay?
All right. Something to help you with?
Yeah, Detective Bureau's going to explain that here. Go ahead and just rest your butt right down on the hood of the car there. Put the phone in your pocket if you would, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
Could you go
I'm Bo Douglas. I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office, okay? The reason why we're here is I just want to explain to that, okay? Is there anybody else at the house currently?
Just my pets.
Just your pets? Okay. So we have a search warrant for the residence, specifically your truck, your camera equipment, and your cell phone. That is this right here, okay? But I want to explain this to you just so you have an understanding, okay? We know there's this hit-and-run crash that occurred on 14, and I know this truck's involved. We're going to examine it further for that. Okay, the situation is this. There was no injury. We know what occurred there. We know what the other driver was doing. We know everything about that.
The officer is likely not just referring to the other driver passing in a no-passing zone, but also highlighting that the driver was charged with driving on a suspended license, an offense they have committed 9 times in less than 3 years, according to court records.
The problem is this.
More so a reason why you shouldn't be getting into it with other people out on the road.
We either got to get in front of this, you got to get in front of this and go from there, or it gets to be dragged out a lot longer.
I understand.
And we think about the totality of the situation. It's not just your involvement, it's their involvement, and all that gets worked out in court. But we got to have the cooperation and the honesty. There's more than 5 cameras that saw this truck all the way past North Wash. We know you have cameras here. We had multiple people call in about your vehicle, and that's where we're at today. We're looking for cooperation. If you're willing to do that, we can sit down and talk and do that.
As long as I got my attorney present.
You want your attorney present?
I would prefer that.
And who is that?
Campbell. He texted me his information here just last week. He got me off guard.
Okay.
Scott McCarthy.
Scott McCarthy? Okay. What we can do, is that your cell phone?
Yeah.
Can I take that out? Thank you. So that's part of what we have right here in this warrant. We're going to take the truck, then we're going to grab your surveillance equipment, and we're going to look for any car parts associated with that truck in this house. Okay? All that will be left on this search warrant copy. It'll be left in your residence.
When do I get my truck back?
It has to be processed. So I don't know. There's no time frame. We're going to get a search warrant for it once it leaves here, and then we'll go that route if that's how you want to run it.
If he was on
So,
Forgot my attorney present.
okay, I understand, and that's certainly your right. We can set something up for you to meet with us at the sheriff's office with your attorney if you want to talk. But like I said,
the crazy thing is like they could have had a camera like right there, like taking a picture of his face, looking at like the truck or looking at the car that he hit, and he still would have been like, "I want my attorney." And it's like, fam, you're literally caught. Like this is a moment, all right, when you have been caught in 4K. There is no way possible you can escape that. Like, fam, you might as well just admit to it.
The route it's going to go, and we're at this point with taking this truck and going from there.
Can I sit down with you in private?
Sure.
Will that be fine?
If you want to talk in a squad, we can do that.
Can we go inside and talk?
We haven't been through the house to make sure there's nothing in there.
It's just the dog and the cat.
How about this? If we're able to clear the house real quick, then we can sit down and talk in there.
Sit in the garage.
Okay, let's do that. I didn't want to make a big deal in front of all your neighbors. I mean, you live here. This is your place. But there's obviously questions I have for you. And if, like you said, you're not under arrest, this is a warrant for the truck.
I understand that. I'll admit to it.
We can go in and clear it quick.
Okay.
The thing was I didn't hit anybody. That's the thing this reason why I was there, yes. I'll admit to it. I didn't hit anybody. It wasn't a road rage incident. When I was going down that road, somebody was turning right.
I'm going to give you this back quick. We're going to go in and just make sure nobody else is inside.
That's fine.
Okay.
Nobody else is inside, right?
Dog's friendly?
Should be.
Okay.
I can't say too many people go in there without me there, so.
Fair enough. What kind of dog is it?
Doberman.
Doberman?
Is there 2?
A cat.
Just a cat?
Cat might be more vicious.
That's the one we gotta watch.
Yeah.
Sheriff's office, anybody inside?
Officers searched the residence but found nothing of interest.
Hey, puppy.
Outside of a Doberman who seemed interested in helping them find whatever they were looking for.
Someone 14 coming out of the intersection.
Imagine, bro, at that point, I'm like the family. I'd be like, no, one of my family members is going to have to take this dog. I'm like, it can stay in the family. But if you then led the dogs to the, like, let's say if he wasn't admitting to anything, right? Then the dog led him to the bumper and all the evidence and stuff. I'm like, no, that dog got to go. I'm like, that would be a police dog for all I care, but the dog got to go.
And I knew that it went down to 1. So there was a car up there that was about to turn. That's when the car come flying up around me. Because it's a no passing zone right there.
Jason reasons that an uninvolved vehicle turning in front of him caused him to unknowingly sway towards the illegally passing Volkswagen into the gravel on the opposite side of the road. However, the security footage shows no vehicle in front of Jason's truck turning right.
I'm not expecting that.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a car there. At that point in time, I saw them hit the gravel, and then by the time I turned back right, they were already sideways, right in front of me. So I hit the brakes. So that's why there's no damage to my truck, because I never physically hit them. I hit the brakes, they turned sideways, darted across the road, down into the ditch, they missed the tree, and then I saw them turn left and stop right there. Not stopping, I'm leaving, because that was bullshit. That's why I'm like, I was freaking out, not wanting to say anything, because it's like, I didn't physically hit anybody, but the way it all kind of accumulated, it looks really bad. There was no road rage incident. I wasn't angry by no means. I literally just filled up my LP tank to go camping for the weekend, and then I had to get home, get the camper ready, and hook up to go get my daughter. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. When I saw that, I'm like, yeah, in my mind, f these people. They want to drive like that shit. So that's why I just went home.
There's no basement, right?
No, you're looking at it.
Okay.
That's why I just went home.
So the driver itself said there was 2 different impacts with your vehicle.
You have the vehicle right there.
All right. Is that the same bumper that was on it that day?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you replace the gold bumper that you had on it?
That was...
4304 resident secure 904.
Like, tell the truth, man.
It's been a while.
Like how long?
Even Davis has been
Again, if you changed it after the fact, we want to know about it now, because we're going to find out.
Right.
We have a date of when this truck had a gold bumper on it.
Right.
I know a date. I have pictures of it. Proof.
I hear you.
So, was it changed last weekend?
I pulled the bumper off my 08 that I have.
Okay, and that's that one there?
Yeah.
Okay, where is the gold bumper at?
It's in my camper.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason I did that is because it does have damage on it from previous hits and bumps. You can see it.
Okay.
It has yellow paint on it from hitting a bumper because of the guys. And I was scared that, like, okay, well, the second that you guys see that,
like,
it's just...
But yellow and blue are 2 different colors, bro. We're not going to be all like, oh, you under arrest for this yellow paint on a bumper that supposedly belongs to this blue car. Unless the car had like a little hint of yellow on it and then you just somehow removed it. I'm like, fam, them people shouldn't be mad. They should be happy. I'm like, why the car got some random yellowing on it and things? So it's like, bro, that ain't adding up. That's not adding up at all.
It's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Blame me. It's all me. It's all me. And I'm just gonna keep getting in more and more trouble. I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. So I just swapped it. But yes,
Okay.
I do have it.
It's a minor injury crash with no loss of life or anything like that, okay? But you're doing good with getting past this, because that's what's best for you. The cover-up part of it, I'm just telling you, is the problem that gets people in these hit-and-run cases.
That's why I'm trying to be honest with you right now.
Right. I know you said you weren't involved and you were up north to Deputy DeBoer, but...
Well, I was up north.
But at the specific time of this crash, you weren't. So,
right, but nobody asked me specifically at that time.
Exactly.
And I get that. I get it. But that's why I'm trying to be honest with you, because that
yes.
makes me feel like...
Yes.
I feel like you're not trying to badger me right now.
No, and one thing is all this gets worked out through the court process and not necessarily you or I, at this time. So you switched out the bumper. What other parts did you switch out, or was that it?
That was it. It was just the bumper.
Oh, good, he's talking.
Sounds like he's already confessed the portion of it. Admits he was driving.
I mean, I'll even show you. Like, you can see it. Like, I'm not worried about it. And I'll show you what I was talking about, like what I was fearful over.
Ooh, don't worry about it. Yeah, I see it there. Ooh, now I gotta clear that.
I see the yellow paint and everything. A few weeks ago, they ran into one of those yellow gas station bumpers.
Right.
And that was what I was fearful of.
And this is the 08, or this is the new stuff from last Friday.
I don't believe I made contact with him. Like, it was to the point where I hit the brakes, and then I literally hit the brakes as soon as he cut across.
Okay. Is it something where you might not necessarily feel it?
It's a dually pickup truck, so it has a very solid stance, but...
Right. The car on the right, you said that was turning on the crossroad. Describe that car to me.
It was so far ahead of me. That's the last thing on my mind. I just know that there was a car a ways ahead, and then as I was coming up, I saw them had their blinker on. They were turning right, so I went to veer out.
I'm like, my thing is this. I might not be able to, like, name off a car, but I'm like, it was a white car, so I guess, like, just, I don't know, look for white cars in that area or whatever color it was.
To go around them. There was no coming traffic, so I only went over about maybe 3 feet-ish.
Okay.
It could have been more.
And they hooked right, why?
Because there was an intersection right there, and they were in the gravel at that point in time.
Okay. Obviously, yeah, like you said, we know it's a double yellow. We know nobody should be passing there.
Right.
There was video at Thiele's
right.
that actually captures the whole incident.
Right.
I don't recall a vehicle turning right onto F. That would have been...
There was a car there turning right.
Was there any kind of beef between you and that VW at the intersection?
No, because like when I come out of that intersection, there was a car right next to me. I was in the right lane, and I was actually going to go slow anyways, and then they were going slower, so I sped up to go around them. Just had more pace than them, I guess. And then at that point in time, I just did the speed limit, and I was going down the road.
Do you think that upset him, of why you snuck by him right there at the 2-to-1 lane? What we'll do today, I appreciate your honesty and cooperation. That's going to help you the long run. Like you said, it's the best for you to move past this situation. Are you on probation or anything like that? No, okay. We still have to take the bumper and probably the truck for a little bit.
That's my only means of transportation.
I understand, and I want to work with you on that. If you allow us to download the phone, we can work with you on that as well.
Well, that one I'm going to go through my attorney on. This privacy. I got personal information on there.
Okay, okay. And that
cleaned that search history. He's like, yeah, he's like, nah, bro. He's like, you guys gonna see some links, and you guys gonna be questioning me. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna get. I feel like they get the. He gave them the phone, get the search warrant. They going through his phone and stuff. They called him up. There's like, you looked up, all right, women mud wrestling in gravy. It's like, what why? Now I'm like, nah, bro, we arrested you on that alone and stuff. It's like, gravy is all right and all on, as a topping, but you using it as some sort of like foreplay. You know that's a charge right there, man. That's a charge. I'm like, yeah, hit and run, but weird search history, bro. Like, nah, that's 100% a charge.
That would be just a search warrant then, is all we would do for that. We're gonna gather the parts and probably the truck and the security system here. Okay. My plan for you is there will be charges associated to your involvement. I understand what you're explaining to me, but I can book and release you on those charges today. I have to take you to the facility, though, at the jail, and we'll book and release you on those. That passenger, I don't know if you saw that oak tree, but it's very close to where that car went through that ditch in front of Todd Thiele's. She just had some injuries to her lower body. The vehicle I can work with, it'll be held by the DA's request. So if they want it held for a period of time, it'll be held.
It's my main work vehicle.
I completely get it, and that's why we just want the cooperation that can help you go that route.
And my biggest fear is just the truck for work, and then my daughter.
Is she here, or is she part-time, come here the weekend?
Well, I pick her up every Friday until Monday.
Okay.
That's my only transportation.
If you consent, or if we can get a warrant done in the next 5 to 6 days, maybe the DA is willing to release it.
Go through it, do what you got to do, but I need that truck back. If I don't, that truck.
And I don't want to hinder your work. It's just this is
like I'm already going through bankruptcy, so if I miss out on any more work,
it's stressful for you. I get it.
If it's gone for even
a
week.
By like leaving the scene. My thing is this: in any situation, all right, where if I guess hit and run, regardless of whatever, but stay there, okay. Pass the insurance, all that stuff. It's like, fam, at the end of the day, you ain't got nothing to lose. And I guess, if you had fault, admit you had fault. Cops probably wouldn't even have arrested you. Cops probably would have just been like, okay, yeah, here it is. You're getting a ticket. You are going to have to pay for the damages to this person's car. I'm saying it's like make payments on it and things. At the end of the day, you can't go. What do you think is more damaging? You now in a situation where you're gonna you could potentially lose your, well, I guess maybe not lose your truck, but it's like they're just overall holding it to figure out everything they need to figure out for this case, or just paying the fines, and then the ticket most likely. I'm saying, bro, it's one of those things where it's like, hit and run doesn't become a hit and run until, you run off at these. So, it's like, it could have just very well been a hit. It had just been half of all the stuff that you're going through right now, so.
It puts me out of business.
I'll make some phone calls on that. I'll try and work with you on that. I can't say for sure one way or another at this point right now, but with the cooperation that you're willing to provide, we may be able to go with that and return it to you.
I need my truck.
We'll talk. Our supervisor should be coming out here, so.
That's honestly my biggest fear right now is not having a vehicle. I've had this placement with my daughter's mom for going on 7 years, and I've never missed a pickup or drop off. So
we're not trying to make things any worse than what you got. It's like I said, you're moving forward from today. From this, you can start to move past this. We'll move this out, and then I'll have you put your ATV back in, or three-wheeler back in.
It's unfortunate, but
I talked to the boss. He's under the same assumption. It's going to have to go through the DA's office, okay? All I can tell you on the truck is that we'll do our due diligence to try and get this done as quick as possible. Then we can work on getting it back once the DA gets that request. Right now, you'll be placed under arrest for the reckless and endangering safety for the 2 occupants and the hit and run causing injury. I'm not worried about the obstructing or anything like that from the prior contact.
When can I expect to get my phone back then, too?
Between you and I, my first priority is to get your search warrant done on your truck. Any other questions?
Timeline on that?
I should have your phone downloaded sometime next week. I mean, tomorrow, my focus is on your truck tomorrow. This will be a book and release. You'll just get a court date. I mean, I could hold you in jail, but I'm not going to.
I know. So I just trying to make sure, like, with the business, like,
if there's a way that you can figure something out for a few days next week, and then, I'll obviously run it by the
vehicle. That's the issue. No, I don't have another truck or anybody that has a truck that I could use to pull trailers for work.
Right. But unfortunately, that's where we're at.
Rent one.
Buckner, get some cuffs.
I do.
There should be. Nah, though, that actually would be a good business. I'm like, dang, I'm just out here just passing along business ideas and stuff. But no, they should. I mean, they probably do. It's just I don't know if they would have one near him. But there should be like a company where it's like, hey, like you just rent out trucks, kind of like it's like Uber, but instead of like having somebody picking you up, it's like no, it's somebody dropping off a car. So it's like you could use it for however long you want, and then you just like I don't know, like Uber Go, I guess that could possibly be the business of things. But yeah, it's like somebody delivers a car, you overall like have the car. It's like, okay, I'm gonna need this car or this truck for however many days. Somebody rents the car or a truck out to you, and then you just you pay them at some point and things. But you pay them right then and there. But it's like that's just something that I would do, I guess, or would look into. But anyways,
just put them on in front.
I'm not have them pull in the driveway and do it.
Yep.
I tell you what, you're not going to cause me any problems, right?
Let's walk.
No, I feel like I've been more cooperative this whole time.
Obviously, you've been sounds like mostly cooperative with us today, so I don't need to parade you in front of all your neighbors or anything like that.
1095.
No, can you shut my garage door and then just come out the back of the garage for me, please? Thank you.
When we're all done? Yes.
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but that's what happens. Can't be doing them hit and runs.
Back for you here.
All right, real discreet. Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
A copy of the search warrant will be left on your probably on your refrigerator, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll try and be in contact with you if we can get that stuff out to you.
All right, thank you.
All right?
Is it cool enough?
Yeah, we're good.
It's unfortunate, man, but I mean, hey.
Oh, can you let them know that my gun is next to my bedside? That just shouldn't be an issue. It's not loaded.
Okay.
It's a short barrel shotgun. It's not loaded.
What do you think?
It's not loaded. It's a short barrel.
Okay.
I just there's been a lot of strange cars driving by this last week. Okay. Ever since my name was posted on the Facebook page, I've had some weird traffic. 2 vehicles that were recording as they went by. Not cops. That's on the camcorders too, and I could point that out to you, but it's just a little fishy, so.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, Jason. I talked to you for a minute. There's one question I want to clarify with you, and it's just about occupants of the vehicle. But you're currently in custody, so I got to read you your Miranda rights. I just want to clarify if your daughter was in the vehicle or not. Yep. I know you mentioned something about picking her up on Friday, so that's why I just want to clarify if anybody else was in the vehicle. So I'm just going to ask you that question, but I got to do this
that could have
before
been
I
another
ask
charge.
Since you're
like, and they're like, because they could have been, I guess, like something. Even if his truck is bigger than that Volkswagen, still they probably would have been like endangering the life of a child or something, but
It says you have the right to remain silent. Realizing that you have these rights, are you willing to answer questions and make a statement? And it's just about what I just explained to you about the occupancy of the vehicle is all I'm asking about.
You mean about the occupancy of my vehicle?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If you could just sign in date and time, then I'll sign on the bottom there.
Is it a possibility to get a taxi once I get out of here?
10:26. Yeah. You get free phone calls here if you can figure that system out or the process there. Okay, so you dropped her off at school.
Yeah, I was already on the way home.
Okay. What number do you need me to reach out to?
Seth.
That you're giving me permission to go on your phone.
All right, well then don't. Just don't. I appreciate you saying that.
My guy's hitting your guy. Is your guy injured?
I mean, if you had his number, I can...
I don't know offhand. I'll call. I'll see if I can call a taxi when we get out of here.
Okay.
I guess, yep.
All right.
Based on Jason's existing charges, it appears he did not have his daughter in his vehicle at the time of the incident. Jason faced 2 felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety and 1 misdemeanor count of a hit and run. About 7 weeks after the incident, Jason signed a signature bond for $2,250 to ensure presence in court. He entered a plea of not guilty to all counts. 5 months later, Jason took a plea deal and got 1 charge of recklessly endangering safety dismissed. For his other endangering safety and hit-and-run charges, he was sentenced to a total of 5 years of probation, which would start with 90 days in jail full Huber, meaning he is permitted to leave jail for certain circumstances, like work. He has to complete 150 hours of community service within 2 years and must pay over $6,700 in restitution to the owner of the Volkswagen, who was in the passenger seat during the crash. As for the other driver, they pled no contest to their no passing zone and operating on a suspended license charges, resulting in over $400 in fines. However, they seem to have continued to not pay their fines, as they racked up more operating on a suspended license charges. Interestingly, they pled no contest to a hit and run, specifically for property adjacent to a highway, almost exactly 1 year after the incident in this video. While researching, we also found that the truck involved in the crash is currently up for sale on Facebook for just $15,000, if anyone's interested.
That's crazy. I ain't never heard no stuff like. Well, no, actually, I take that back. I think because I think I know like if like certain events or stuff happens in your life, they will like let you out of jail. Like there was one movie that that kind of talked on that, but it was this movie. I don't know. All right, you know what? I'm not going to say the movie because there might be somebody watching and that they're all like, oh, dang, like, yeah, so I'm not going to say. But there was a movie where a character was released from prison for their dad's funeral. Not going to say the movie. Yeah, I feel like that's the best way of saying it. But anyways, I know there's going to probably be somebody like, you know, it's like, I'm going to be watching the movie and it's like, they're thinking of this video. You spoiled it. Anyways, but no, I know that they do it, but I didn't know that they, I guess, did it for work though. That's up. So it's like, I guess, yeah, you finish up with work and then you come back to jail. I'm like, dang, that's some crazy stuff, man. But I mean, I guess like, yeah, they figure he's like, yeah, you know, you're not in a position to be, you know, running away and doing all this other extra stuff and things. But anyways, yeah, that's messed up though. I'm like, dang, man, you know, it's unfortunate he has to go through that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you wouldn't even be going through that stuff though if you just stay at the scene. It's like the most that you will probably get. So let me just look it up. Well, I guess it might be different in the state of Washington, but no, you know what? I'm not gonna look that up because then I feel like that. Yeah, then I feel like Google. They're like, nah, they're like, you done hit somebody, but I ain't gonna look it up. Because I'm like, yeah, it's just, you know, just to protect my, you know, and now people are gonna be, you know what? No, I'm gonna look it up because now I feel like people are gonna be all like, wait, who did you hit? So what is the penalty for hitting someone's car on the road? Let's just see. Google. Their penalty for hitting someone's car on the road depends on the severity of the accident, but generally including civil liability for repair costs, potential insurance premium increases, and in some cases criminal charges if the accident involved reckless driving or a hit and run. So yeah, I guess if you do that and things, then, you know, probably the reckless driving, but the hit and run charge probably wouldn't have been there. So it's like he probably would have only had to pay like half of the stuff that they were asking him, and then overall he had been okay and things. You know, he probably wouldn't have had his car towed or nothing. So yeah, it's just one of those things, man. You know, you gotta play it smart in situations like that. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't though, go subscribe to Midwest Safety for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.